You know one reason why I like playing and uploading Geoguessr? It makes me feel like a small YouTuber again in some ways, and in the good ways, I think, where I can actually read the comments, and well, for a couple of reasons, I guess. One, as we'll do like a warm-up game, no time limit. One, it looks like Turkey, maybe, yeah. Ooh, maybe feel if ooh, very interesting, kind of like little mountains. One, because I can actually manage to read all of my comments because there's a smaller amount on this channel. There's Sivas. And looks like it's to maybe the south, maybe. And the other reason is I can actually tolerate reading the comments. I'm not one for like, oh man, I gotta worry about me. I gotta focus on my mental health or whatever. Like, I think that's important, but that's just not me, you know, where I'm like really focused on mental health or whatever. I feel like I'm doing fine, you know, I'm cool, I'm chilling, whatever. But some of those comments, it's just like, it'd be too tough to read about how like much I suck all the time. And that's what it is with Lions franchise a lot. But if you don't know anything about that, you're just here for Geoguessr. We're in Turkey. How do I know that? White road lines is helpful. These bollards that you'll see also in Australia are helpful. And also, it just looks like Turkey, right? Like, you'll see a bunch of, like, rocky mountains and stuff like this. And we see, like, the Turkish. That's pretty clear. D-U-R, dur, for stop. Turkey, only Turkey. We got some pretty northern-looking birch trees. Pretty interesting. This is quite a round. Let's see if we can get close to this. Kind of a weird tangent to start. But let's see. We have maybe Serify to the north, potentially. So let's see if we can find that. I don't know that it's for sure to the north. Could be to the west. Signs like this are kind of always tough to read. Not just because of the language, but because, like, I'm not really sure the direction it's facing. But this does seem 5K-able. I don't think I'm going to see any of these other locations. I wish I could see a distance, how far they are from Sivas. Like, we have Sivas. Unless it's real small in there. But Serify, I'm sure that's not how that's pronounced. It feels big because it feels familiar. I feel like I've seen that before. But I am not seeing it. So, yeah, I'm just going to throw. I'm going to go up to the north a bit where the mountains are. And just kind of throw her down. Maybe we'll go just more north. 71 miles away. And it was, you know, pretty much right near Sivas. In a town called Zara. But where is Serify? I don't know. I mean, that'd be a good thing to know. But couldn't find it. Round 2. Ooh, Hokkaido. So this is very clearly North Island, Japan. Why do I know that? Anytime you see these red and white bollards in Japan, it's Hokkaido. We have low cam, so the car is lower to the ground. The blur, as you can tell, is really, really wide. We got the white Japan car in the background. We also have cabbage on the side of the road here. So everything about this is Hokkaido. So Japan is low cam, white lines. And then Hokkaido, you can tell from the red and white bollards and the cabbage. Another way to tell if it's Hokkaido is sometimes houses in Hokkaido, the northernmost island of Japan, will have like little claymore mine, big heating units, like massive, like they look like claymores. You guys Google those. We also see it's a huge mountain to the pretty much just the direct west, maybe even a little range. And then it seems really flat otherwise to the north. So let's figure out where that would be. I think it could be this. Two mountains. We kind of see a few peaks in there. 1, 2, maybe 3. So it could definitely be that to the west. It could also be this. I almost think that's more likely because it feels like 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5. Seems like a lot of mountains in here. I think we're probably somewhere in this range. It's real flat. But to the west, we have big, big, big mountains. Maybe even to the southwest as well. Yeah, I think this makes a lot of sense. Right in this area. We are on an east-west road. Yeah, I think something like this checks out a little bit. Something like that. Yeah, I mean, hard to tell exactly, but yeah, I think this checks out for the most part. Maybe even in there. All right. Do we feel that close to the water, though? I don't know. We're going to go there. I wouldn't be shocked if we were a little bit more north. Actually, let's go here. It just seems too mountainy up there. And I'm pretty confident we're on this side. But all right, I'm just going to click. 82 miles away. It was actually more centralized for sure. Kind of surprised about that. And I guess these were the mountains to the west. Ashibetsu and Yabari. Interesting. I thought we were looking at these for sure, but no. They were not actually all that big. Still very sizable, but not big like these. But I think, still 82 miles away. Not too bad. Round 3, I do not know. Actually, it's Mexico. Villa Ornelas. I think that's a Mexican sign. Usually you'll see green with white text and some type of logo there. This car is Mexico, Brazil, Ecuador, Colombia. Pero no Colombia. Yeah, I think it's just Mexico. The sign's really the big thing about that. It looks pretty dry as well. So I would like to go probably a little more north. I think you can cut it off at like Guadalajara and work upwards. That would be my guess. I think it's probably even a little bit more north of that. Doesn't really look like Baja to me at all. So I'm going to cut off all of that. And I'll do a really, really quick scan. Because there's a really good chance that it's not a sizable city. So not really going to look too long for it. I think it could be in here, but I think it's more likely down in this area somewhere. Villa Ornelas. I'm not exactly looking for this in the best way. I feel like when I do videos on it, there's so much pressure to just talk and not like shut up and look for it just to keep you guys occupied. So I feel like whenever I'm doing the videos, I don't do the best job looking for these things, but that's okay. It doesn't really matter all that much. I also might not even be right about this being Mexico, but I think it is. I think it's around here. It just kind of looks like here. So maybe even a little bit more north. And it was, my cutoff point was right. I don't really see Villa Ornelas, but we were in the El Eucalipto. Villa Ornelas. You don't see it. But yeah, just north of Guadalajara. I went a little bit too far north. Round 4. Let me take this off, by the way. So you got Spanish, Puerto something, but not Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico. Let's see. Brick building. Right now, I'm kind of thinking Colombia is a pretty good option. I'd like to see more. I'd love to see a yellow Colombian plate. Yeah, so how did I get Colombia? It just looks like it. Doesn't really look too much like Mexico to me. I guess there are like regions in Mexico that do kind of look like this, but I just wasn't feeling it. Like a lot of this is just feel based at some point too. I don't feel like you'll see brick buildings like that in Mexico. And yeah, yellow plate kind of guarantees Colombia. Yellow plate there as well. Yellow plate when it's South America / Mexico is pretty much always going to be Colombia. What else? This car, again, I think it's the one that's like, it's a little bit different, but I still think it's Ecuador, Colombia, Brazil, Mexico. So that's pretty clear. The back of the signs in Colombia will have crosses to support and stabilize those signs. Rather, like you'll see just regular signs with no like structural support in most places, but Colombia has crosses on the back. Yeah, so it's just Colombia. It looks a little interesting, though. I don't really know where to go on this. In Colombia, like usually I'll have a pretty good idea. This time I don't really have a great idea. I'm going to go maybe just northeast of Medellin. And it wasn't the worst guess in the world. 66 miles away in Colombia. We will take that. Colombia's pretty tough. It's Russia. We know Russia. We've seen rounds like this before. I cannot read that. B, backwards N. Huge looking A, backwards N, MKA. We'll try to find this. It's a really cool looking Russia because it looks unlike most Russia rounds. How do I know it's Russia? The language, the sign. A lot of times in Russia, you'll see bollards stacked on the corners. And I will say we don't really have that here. Also in Russia, you'll usually see the bottom of the signs painted black. I think we do have that here. This is a weird round. Also, no EU plate. You'll see a blue strip on the left side on EU plates. But this is a weird round because it doesn't really look all that north. It looks really cool. It looks like Turkey, honestly. It really looks like Turkey, but it's not because of the Cyrillic, which is, the Russian-looking language. This is a cool spot. I'm going to have to remember, like, Russia, when it looks like Turkey, is this region. Let me find this sign here. Let me see if we can find anything close. I'm thinking maybe it's down in here. Kind of as, like, the first thing. That sign, or, like, with so many similar characters that we're seeing on that, I feel like it's going to be findable. I'm probably not going to look too long for it. And I'm also, by the way, obviously looking underneath the English part of it, or how it looks when it's translated. And I'm only reading the Cyrillic, trying to find something that matches. In my head, I'm going, B. Namka. But that is obviously not close to how that's pronounced. Like, it isn't even close. But I also don't speak Russian. So you'll have to forgive me if you speak Russian watching this. Although I feel like the odds of that are low. There's so many towns and cities in Russia. It's going to be near impossible to find. I just wanted to look at some places that I thought it could be based on how it looks. So it doesn't appear to be down in there. Like, I don't see many birch trees, which is peculiar. I could see this being near Japan. Kind of looks like a drier, less mountainous Japan in some ways, but it's so hilly. So let's check this side as well. I wonder if it's what is the name of this? I can't remember. Not Chelyabinsk, that's a city, but there's a name for this thing, but I can't remember. I've actually gotten a 5K in this area on stream before. I could see it being in here somewhere. I'm not going to spend too long looking for it because I really am looking for Kamchatka. Kamchatka is the name of this area, I believe. B Namka. Yeah, the odds of finding it are slim. Probably not up there. Could be around here. I think I am going to end up guessing in this area just because it looks like such an unusual Russia. And I could see this being in the Japan area. I'm just not seeing what I need to see. I mean, this is an awesome round. This is maybe... It probably has to be my second favorite Russia round ever. Just because, I mean, I did have a 5K in crazy, weird, super Eastern Russia. I might put that on TikTok or something. You guys don't follow me on TikTok. TikTok, Bengal YouTube. Check it out. If I've seen this place, I feel bad about it because I've totally missed it. But I'm not seeing it. I'm gonna click in here because I really do think it's likely in this area. It could be anywhere. Like it really easily could be in here as well, like near Novosibirsk. Really easily could be here. But I'm not gonna spend too long on it. Yep, there it is. North of Irkutsk and east of Novosibirsk. Looks super cool. Like, again, one of my favorite Russia rounds I've probably ever had. I would have never found this, by the way, because it's a little bit different than what it said. B Nam, and that's kind of it. Really cool round, though. Really cool round. So I'll try and remember that when it looks like that. Probably go like near Novosibirsk and Irkutsk. This does look a little different. Not like totally different from that. I feel like the difference here is maybe it's not quite as like crazy hilly as I saw. And you will see like birch trees in this area as well. And this just really didn't have them. It was really interesting vegetation for Russia. And I end up not getting 20K. We'll do another one. I'm spending a lot of time. Ooh, it's going to be Cambodia. How do I know? It says Cambodia. It seems like a sizable city here, but I don't think I'm going to go Phnom Penh or Phnom Penh. I don't know how to pronounce that. Let's go. Do I get crazy? I mean, it is just probably around there. I'm going to hedge. It just is. Oh my God, dude. No. I really, really, really considered going here just because it seemed like kind of a major city that wasn't the capital. And I really wish I did. It would have been like marginally more points. Well, actually, it probably would have been like 4,800. I really considered it for a while. I just got to say those things out loud. But, I just thought like the likelihood of it being there was so slim because I've never seen it down there before. As we have this car, we know this is Ecuador, Brazil, Mexico, Colombia. I'm getting Mexico or Brazil feels with the road lines. It is a little dry, which would be odd for Brazil, but there are areas of Brazil that do look like this in this area. I don't think it's Brazil. Like, you'll see different polls in Brazil. Not that they can't have those there. This also, to me, doesn't scream Portuguese. It's an interesting round. I'm not really 100% sure on this. I think I'm going to go Mexico. Just the dryness, I would say. Yellow lines, what appears to be Spanish. Big mountain. I'm probably going to go somewhat close to Mexico City. Maybe right here in like Hidalgo area. Yeah. Yeah, wasn't feeling super confident about it, as you guys could tell. It was Colombia, and one of the stranger looking Colombias I've ever seen. It's just usually not dry like this. It is in the north, to be fair to it. It is in the north, but it just, the mountains don't usually look like they did here. Look more like the mountains that you'll see in Mexico, at least from a distance. But yeah, I mean, obviously, well, I guess that's not obvious. Hold on. Like, in this area, it's more like jungly looking, and very rarely is it up here. But this is real dry in comparison. So really, really cool round. I like being fooled because like you get to see some cool places. As we are going to be in Italy, I want to say. So anytime you'll see a license plate with blue on both sides, it's going to be squished in the front. What I mean by that is the plate is much smaller. You guys can see it. It's real small compared to the wide in the back. What's interesting is that this plate doesn't have that. That is interesting. Also, the Italian is helpful. Double Z's is going to be Italian. I don't know. I feel like we should have some type of location. NICRA. Northern Italy? I don't think that's it, but it does look like Northern Italy. A little bit. Can we get a location? I might be seeing one. I'm not recognizing it. NICRA. Let's go into Italy here. What would CRA be? It's probably like a region, but I don't know the name of these. And they're not labeled as far as I can tell. Where do I think this is? I really do think it's north. I'm going to go like over here near Slovenia. It was super north. What would NICRA be? Not exactly sure. Not sure. Round 4 of 5 seems very tropical. I do not have the clues to figure out where this is. We don't have a car, which would be helpful if I knew what that meant. A lot of motorbikes. It's got to be Southeast Asia, with it being tropical. You'll see so many motorbikes in Southeast Asia. It's crazy. Don't see any language, though. I think it's probably Indonesia. But I really don't know. I just feel like there's not enough to go off of. Although we do know not concrete slab roads. The tires on the side of the road's real interesting. Yeah, I think Indonesia is my best bet. But I really don't know. It was indeed Indonesia, but it was on the island of Borneo. This is split up into two sides. We have Malaysia up here, Indonesia on the bottom, and of course the little country of Brunei right in there. And round 5, not going to be a great score here. Ooh. I think it's going to be like Ireland or Scotland. That's just my initial impression. But it's going to be, clearly on the water. We're going to be real north. But it's like, it comes in here from the north, I think. And it's to the northeast. So, I mean, I wish I could explain why I think it's Ireland or Scotland other than just saying it like it looks like it. But I mean, I guess it really fills up to the... It could be anywhere in here. This is a problem because I really don't know. Like, I guess I could see it being in here for sure. but it's tough to tell. It's tough to tell. Like, we know it's what? What did I say? To the east? To the northeast? More likely be like here, I guess. I mean, it feels like it almost fits. But it could be in any of these. And, I mean, it could be even in here. Almost likely to be at that point. But it could also be anywhere up in here in Northern Ireland. It could be in Scotland. There's a really good chance for that. I wish I could distinguish one from the other. I have no idea. I like my first click. We're just going to leave it there. 129 miles away was super southwest Ireland. Yeah, it was tough to tell. I'm happy I went Ireland instead of Scotland. Not really sure how I could explain why I did that over the other, but we'll do one more. Driving on the right, white road lines. White car. Ooh. I think for those reasons it's Chile. White road lines, Chile. White car, Chile. Looks weird though. It's pretty dry, but it's not anywhere near as dry as I've seen Chile, like up here. I don't know. I'm feeling like in here maybe. Don't really see a huge mountain, and there's like looks to be a huge mountain if it's labeled there, as big as it is. I mean, I don't hate this. Could be this road as well. It's almost more likely to be. I'm going to change. If it's more north, I'm going to be sad. But I think it, based off of how Chile looks, I don't think it's up here enough. But I don't think it's down near Santiago either, all the way down there. So I'm comfortable with my guess. 61 miles away. Yeah, definitely a good change to go more south. I thought we were on an east-west road, but we were just on an east-west, like, bend. I'm comfortable with that. That wasn't too bad. Decent enough start. Ooh, okay. I think it's going to be Nigeria right away. We're going to see if that changes. These polls, I think you will see those in Nigeria because they look like Thai polls, but a little bit different. Because it's like Brazil and Thai polls had a baby. In Nigeria, you'll see a follow car as well. So if behind me we see like some Toyota like 4Runner type vehicle, it would 100% be Nigeria. And there it is. But I already really thought it was Nigeria, so I'm happy about that. Palm trees, plus pole, plus it looks like Africa. A lot of green and white colors of the Nigerian flag. Okamesi Grammar School. I mean, as much as that is helpful, it's not. I don't know where that is. Doesn't ring any bells in Nigeria, but probably not the worst idea to go somewhere in Lagos and Ibadan area. What was it called? Okamesi. I really don't think I'm going to find that. Really don't think I am. Take a quick sip of Pepsi. I will admit, usually a Coke guy. Coca-Cola, but Jersey Mike's doesn't have that. And I like their sandwiches. So sometimes you go Pepsi. Definitely not bad. Definitely not bad. It's different than Coke, I think, but not bad. I don't think as good as Coke. It's a different flavor. I think it's a bit sweeter. I mean, I'm not going to find Okamesi. I'm just going to go in the south here. Southwest. I mean, it's a bit of a hedge. There's Oka and there's Okamesi. Closer to Osogbo. But not too bad. 4,600 points. We're at a little under 10K after 2. Ooh. I do not like this round at all. Yellow middle lines. Corn, a lot of corn. The yellow middle lines look kind of weird. I think it's got to be the United States with the yellow middle lines and the corn and looking like this. I think I just got to go like, it's not screaming Iowa to me. I think I'm going to go like Indiana. I mean, Illinois wouldn't shock me. Maybe I go like Illinois, like in between Indiana and Iowa. Cover my bases. It's a hedge, I'm not going to lie to you, but we're going with it. Also thought Delaware was an option. Really did. It was Maryland. It would have been hard for me to throw Delaware there based off of the likelihood that it was there, but you do see corn and just looking like this in Delaware and that Maryland area. So I'm not shocked to see it there at all. Really knew it was an option, but I really thought we had a better bet going Illinois, Indiana, Iowa area. Okay, this has got to be Brazil. Red dirt, yellow middle lines, really open. Sun is to the north. You can see that from the compass pointing at the sun. Oh, I don't even have my face cam on. Where's my face cam? Am I missing it? I don't know. I have no idea where my face cam is. What the hell? All right. Did we just have an entire episode with no face cam? Yeah, my face cam just turned off for no reason. It was there for most of the episode, though, which is good. This is Brazil. Are these piranha pines? I think that they could be. Now, there's a specific type of palm tree, or pine tree, excuse me, that is local to a specific region in Brazil. I've talked about them before, where they're like big, skinny looking, like almost palm trees, right? And then they have just a little bit going on at the top. And that kind of looks like what that is, but it's tough. It's at a big distance. Brazil poles, again, red dirt, yellow lines, definitely Brazil. Sun in the north, putting us in the south. So I'm comfortable going Brazil. I am going to go in the Piranha area. State of Piranha. And it was the Tocantins. So definitely not Piranha Pines. It was too far away to tell, but I figured it was our best bet. As we have white lines, automatically thinking Europe. Blue sign. And then this yellow and red thing. It's definitely Europe. My first thought was Croatia. No, it's Greece. Greece. I think. Yeah, it looks like Greek. Kind of tough to read. I mean, definitely is. I think some Greek characters. How did I arrive at Greece? Big white middle lines. And you know what? I think that these signs with the red and the yellow caution, I think you see those in like Sweden, like maybe Iceland, Finland, like up here, one of these for sure. I think Sweden for sure, but also Greece for some reason. And the big mountains. It doesn't quite look like Spain. So Greece just kind of checks the boxes. I think that is going to be Greek writing. Again, tough to see, but I think so. And then white middle lines. Yeah, got to be Greece, I think. It's got to be Greece. Let's go mountains to the, southwest, northwest, which is kind of all this region. Let's throw down 57 miles away. Not too bad. Greece is big, especially when you start factoring in these little islands that are all part of Greece that are mapped. 19K in the nose. Let me do one more. Prohibido. Something. Skinny trees is weird for Spanish. White lines. I mean, it's got to be Portugal or Spain then. with a Spanish slash potentially Portuguese with white lines. You're not going to see white lines anywhere in a Spanish-speaking country, all white lines, unless it's Chile. And this is not Chile. Doesn't look like it. Antenna on the car. I think that's a distinctly European feature. And the sun's tough. Just looks due west. Does it look more like Spain or more like Portugal? I really don't know. Tough. Can't really see poles. I think Spain. Yeah, I think Spain. We're going to go Spain. Let's go in here. Nice. It was Spain. Closer to Leon. Northwest. I went southwest. Decent points. Not amazing on round one. Looks like Canada. It looks like Canada. You'll see houses like this where it's like siding panels, or you know what I'm talking about. These type houses. You'll see a lot of American-made cars as well in Canada. I think that's a Ford. Let's see. Reddish plate, maybe? I think red plates. I want to say Saskatchewan. It does kind of look like there too. I think I'm going to go just outside of Regina. Regina. Ooh, red plates, Manitoba. Just north of Winnipeg. I mean, we're right where we need to be. But just didn't get over there. Northwest, we were accurate. East-west, or north-south accurate. East-west, not so much. This looks like Lesotho. Could be South Africa. Looks like classic Lesotho hills, though. Like, just look at these hills. Look how green it is. Remember these. These are what Lesotho hills look like. Yellow outside lines, white inner line. Do I want to throw Lesotho? It maybe doesn't look quite hilly enough. I'm going to go outside of it. I'm going to go South Africa. Would not be surprised if we were in here at all. I'm going to go more like here. It was an excellent change. It was an excellent change in Somo. It looked like Lesotho, but just not quite enough. Not quite enough. Lesotho looks very distinct. I wish I had gone a little bit more south. But not bad. Not bad. Round 4 or 5. Ooh. Right side driving. Yellow middle lines. Route 66 in the state of, I want to say Arkansas. Oh, and there it is. Arkansas Craft School. Mountain View. So we are in Mountain View. The folk music capital of the world. Let's get a good look at these plates for future reference. Kind of tough to tell. But, I mean, we're in Mountain View. That couldn't be clearer. We can 5K this one. Let's find Mountain View, Arkansas. I'd like to say this is going to be a fairly big place, but I don't believe it. I don't believe that's true. There's Mountain Home. We need Mountain View. And there she is. Mountain View. Mountain View Music. It's craft school we need. The police station is probably going to be a good thing to look at. North-South Road, Jefferson Street. This is very 5K-able, and it's not even going to take me a long time at all. O'Reilly. Auto parts. There's the sheriff office. That's not what that is. I really don't want to take too long on this. I mean, that has to be Main Street, right? That has to be Main Street. So let's just follow this. until we see... Can't really quite read what that says. But I'm going to find this place. I mean, it's got it. This has to be the main street. 66 and 9. It's just not that helpful because I already found the town. Looking for a Jefferson Street somewhere. I'm really just looking for the police station. Let me find that. Or the Arkansas Craft School would be nice. That would be nice to find. Because I'm not 5K'ing this. I have to 5K this. We just have to find out where it is. They have an airport? No shot. I am not seeing it. Let me look up in here. I'm 5K'ing it. I am. I'm really upset I can't find this. That's Hillbilly Home Crafts. That's not the same thing. How many craft stores do they need? Oh, Peabody. That's kind of what I thought this looked like. South Peabody. All right, so we're on South Peabody and Jefferson Street. So now we're going to be able to 5K this. There's East Jefferson. Just not quite right. Where's regular Jefferson? Right there. Mountain View Police. I mean, directly to our southwest. Everything seems to check out. The craft store would be across the way. I mean, we just got to be right there. We got to be right. Oh, no. We got to be right here. Excuse me. Got to be right here. There's the craft school. That's got to be the Stone County Treasurer, which we can't see. But we got to be right here. Don't really see a way around it. 5K. Boom. 5 yards. All right. Took me long enough, but we got there in the end. Ooh. Bottom of the sign's painted black. It's not Russia because it doesn't look like Russia. I think it's Thailand. You'll see these kind of black and white little stubby things in Thailand. Also, it's like clearly a tree farm type thing. It's weird. It's weird for sure with the trees, but where in Thailand do I want to go? I kind of want to go down in here. I almost thought about the peninsula for a sec, but I like my guess. It was more north for sure, but we do manage to bang out 21K. That is going to do it for the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Love doing the Geoguessr. Hope you guys enjoy watching it as well. And I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy.